Hello, it's Brooke-Sidney here. Welcome to my channel where I talk all about mindset and manifestation and how you can reprogram your mind to make miracles manifest. Today we are talking about deciding it is done and how that truly shifts you and your manifestation. It truly shifts you into another playing field, another quantum level. But we're going to get into it. But before we do, I just want to remind you that there are two ways to work with me. One is one-on-one coaching and the other is email. Both of those options are listed below, as well as two communities of like-minded individuals that are on this amazing, I feel like, manifestation and personal development journey. That's also listed below. Join one or both, and I'll see you in there. But today we're talking about assume it is done or it is done energy. And I honestly feel like this is one of those things where it's a secret hidden in plain sight. It truly is a secret hidden in plain sight. I think it's one of those things where when you hear it, you call BS. You're like, it's not as simple as deciding. It's not as simple as everyone says that it is done, it is finished. It's not that simple. And it's like a yes and no, right? Remember, I was talking about it recently about how the law of assumption and manifestation world, even law of attraction, all of this is kind of like inside out, but it's also like, what's a good way to put it? It is upside down day. Like it is counter to the norm. And I think that's why it's hidden in plain sight. A lot of the things that I know I talk about on this channel and even other manifestation coaches are talking about, it is things that are actually facts, laws of the universe, the way our minds and brains work, but it's also not things that we're educated about. And I think one of the things in society is that we're created to kind of be followers, more or less, and not leaders. And manifestation, as well as personal development, requires that you become the leader of yourself. It requires that you take responsibility and accountability for your life. Because ultimately, if you don't lead yourself, you're going to be led by someone else. You're going to be led by the news. You're going to be led by other thoughts. You're going to be programmed. And that's why on this channel, I talk about the fact that we have to reprogram ourselves, reprogram our minds. And one of the biggest programs that we can run in our brain that ends up running in our life, because we create from the inside out, is that we are the ones in charge of our life. We're the operant power. We co-create with the 5D, with God, higher power, universe, whatever that is for you, God for me. Once we start to wrap our brains around that truth, that we are the operant power in our reality, not the whole reality, not your mom's reality, not your dad's, not your brother's, not even your specific person in terms of how they're viewing the world, but in terms of your reality, your universe, what comes out of your eyes, what you see with the 3D. Oh yes, friends, you are the operant power. That's why it's so dangerous and scary to put someone else basically in the captain chair, to put someone else as the pilot of your life on the pedestal. That's what all of that is about, is like when you get back on the pedestal of your life and you start being a conscious creator, that's when your life changes. That's when you open up new timelines, new quantum realities. That's how you jump, because you start to like seriously unplug or unhook your mind or turn off that old program and start turning on the new program. So that's really key here, is that this is not new knowledge. This is knowledge that's been going back since the end of time. It's in Bibles, it's in Egyptian world. I mean, it's gone back I can't even believe how much it is. And part of it is in like the words that you say, I am, the power of like, I am this. This is who I am. All of that speaks to one, our co-creative power with the great I am, as well as owning who you are. I am this. I am the operant power. I am the wife. I am loved. I am chosen. I am a manifesting powerhouse. I am, an amazing mother. I am a millionaire. All of these things are hidden in plain sight. It is speaking to your power and your ultimate, and what I'm getting to today, your ultimate decision to have the things that you want. There is a switch that flips when you decide. When you decide to have what is yours. Okay? Now we can think of this from a holistic thing. God gave it to us all. God gave us dominion. We were put here on this earth to walk in our purpose, to walk in our greatness. God gives you the desires of your heart. God also gives everyone free will, especially in your universe, right? In your reality, in your 3D. You're the only one that has free will. And I've been talking about this for a while. And I'll tag some of those videos about manifesting who you are and not being triggered by the 3D. It all comes down to remembering who you are and understanding your power. And then the last part is ultimately deciding that it is yours. The manifestation is yours. It is an inner knowing. It's an inner conviction. It is a decision. I have heard people, when all of these millionaires and these great business owners and people that I looked up to for so long, when they would say that it's as simple as deciding, it is done, it is finished, all of these things, I have decided, it sounded like BS until I started looking back, right? Power of awareness, check out that video. And until I started looking back on my own life and thinking about the things that I manifested, becoming a lawyer, I decided, right? Going to law school, getting my master's. I decided I was going. I manifested money for it. I knew I was going to go for free. I got paid to go to grad school. I decided I was having a child. I decided. And when you decide, as they say, it moves worlds. The 5D comes along beside you. I believe God 5D is waiting for your decision. It's waiting for your full embodied, yes, it is done. It is finished. This is mine. That is the energy of persistence. It's not a pushing, as I talk about in that video, I'll tag it. It's not being persistent that way. It's being in flow and knowing. It's knowing that it is yours because you have decided. It has no choice but to become yours. You decide it, you line up with it, you develop the self-concept, the thoughts and beliefs, and the states that go along with it. When you do that, it moves mountains. The bridge of events and incidents start happening behind you. I think one of the biggest reasons we don't manifest things faster is because we haven't decided. We're still doubting. We are placing our own limits on ourselves on the things that we want. I still do it. All of us do it. We're on the human plane. I just do it less now. So today, know that it is done. It is finished. You decide. That becomes your natural assumption. You decide that it gets to work out for you. You decide that you get to have the thing that you want, the person you want, the love that you want, the marriage you want, the relationship you want, the job you want, the money you want, the house you want, the friends you want, the popularity you want. You decide. That moves mountains. You are the creator of the rules of how it works for you in your reality. Own that. Stand in that. Align with that. Develop the thoughts and the feelings, the state of conscious that harnesses that and that has that. And then you are that. So it is my intention that this is helpful for you. Let me know how this resonates. Let me know if you have any questions. Make sure you subscribe, like this video, and I will see you tomorrow.